Hello and welcome back to another episode of the book set Completionist. My name is Tom and today we've got this stack of books and I'm reviewing two science fiction novels from the 60s. The 60s. What can I say? Hit or miss. But let's go first to this massive tower of books. 7 pieces here. A set of 7 books. No, it's not Harry Potter. It is something of historical fiction. These books were written between 2003 and 2018. Sadly, the author is no longer with us, so it has ended. These books are set in England in the period of a certain king, maybe the most famous king in English history. Yeah, Henry VIII. And this features murder mysteries. Main character is a detective and he has to solve murder cases. Yes. And his name is Shardlake, which then also is the name of the series, the Shardlake series. Shardlake novels, Shardlake somethings, okay? These are very beautiful books, which I am about to show you, but if you haven't figured it out, I'll give you the name of the author. It's C.J. Sansom. Did I say that right? Yes, C.J. Sansom. Well, I might as well turn it around and have you see the books. There they are. The first part is called Dissolution, followed by Dark Fire, then Sovereign, Revelation, Heartstone, Lamentation, and finally the book called Tombland. Tombland. And these are pretty. Look at those covers already. Shiny, golden letters. I love it already. Let's take a closer look. Right, let's take a closer look at these wonderful books, starting with Dissolution. It refers to the dissolution of the monasteries as happened when King Henry VIII took power. He did not like the Catholics very much. And so he banned basically everything around that. And there's no map in that book, but there is a map in this one, Dark Fire. As we will see, a little family tree, and here, a map of London as it was in the year 16 something. 1540 to be accurate. Okay, good. Then it's followed by Sovereign, which also includes a map, 2 maps of York in the southeast of England. All right, very pretty. Then it moves on to Revelation. Revelation also has a map of London again. Looks good. And then there are the parts called Heartstone and Lamentation, which include the same maps that you already saw. And the final part is Tombland. It's a bit faded. This book takes place after Henry dies. And so the map here is from Norwich in the year 1549. Look, I love maps, of course. Every book should have a map. And that's it. And let's go look at some books. Here, a review of the book called The Nemesis from Terra, written by Lee Brackett, published in 1961. I said before, hit and miss. This is a pretty miss. Pretty big miss. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now, what's this about? There is a sort of a tagline under the title which says, Rick was an unlikely hero, but the prophecy claimed he would conquer Mars. Okay, so the story takes place on Mars, and the main character is called Rick. He works in the mines, and he escapes from these mines. And as he tries to run away from the authorities, he stumbles upon a hovel in which a person lives. And this person seems like some delirious old woman. And right then and there, this woman proclaims that Rick will one day rule Mars. Yeah. And of course, Rick believes her and then becomes this massive action hero who will do anything to claim his destiny. His destiny that he only had found out about just moments before. But who cares, right? What does it matter? If the story is good and the characters are great, and well, none of that is the case. In this future, Mars has been colonized by, well, us Earthlings, but it's been a while and Mars has fallen in decay. And so new arrivals are coming each time, and they are then astounded by the lack of, well, advancement on Mars. And the people who already live there have sort of become native and with native attitudes, hostile towards new arrivals. And here too, we've got a set of people who live like medieval kings in castles. These are then opposing the colonizers or the people who come just for work and to make money. There's a big company who controls all the resources on Mars, and they are at odds with each other. Now, the main character, as I said, is an anti-hero. He comes from nothing and he rises up with the help of some allies to claim his destiny. But that's where it goes wrong. So this destiny is just something that has just been announced. Okay. Now there are prophecies and legends that claim that something will come, like a Messiah or some sort of deliverer, or what do you call this, prophet. And so you'll see that ancient myth will just bend itself around whatever is available at the time to fulfill that same myth, right? So self-fulfilling prophecy of sorts. And so this Rick guy, he has to escape from his enemies. He gets caught. He escapes again. He meets a woman. They instantly fall in love. And he gets caught again, escapes again. So we've got a pattern, all right? And it's just like your typical B action movie. It's just completely ridiculous and senseless, and you have to suspend your disbelief the entire time. Now, Rick is also not a very nice guy. He, well, he thinks that he should be the ruler of Mars just because somebody told him that he would be. And he acts like that too. He thinks he's the main man, he's a big guy, he's top dog. And he gets angry if people stand in his way. So the whole character is completely ridiculous. The plot goes on until he finds his main adversary, who he then, of course, defeats quite incredulously. Is that a word? Quite ridiculously, let me put it that way. This main adversary can read Rick's mind. Still, that doesn't stop Rick from beating the guy, huh? But of course, that's what you get as a main character. You get all the benefits from the plot. Okay, the plot will let you win. Fine. And then finally, when he defeats his enemies and he's there, just his prize is within his grasp. He gets told that he can have it. He can have Mars. Come on, please, Rick, take it. It's yours. You will be the ruler of Mars. And Rick realizes that ruling a planet which is not really all that great is a hard job to do. It's hard work. And Rick decides then and there that he'd rather not do it. Instead, he wants to take his new girlfriend and take her along the stars and explore the galaxy. And then he wanders off into the darkness or space. Well, so Completely nonsensical book with a silly character, and you should not read it. I've said it. There is the next book, or I should say the next story, is The Battle for the Stars by Edmund Hamilton, also published in 1961. This book is a lot different from the previous one. The story is better, still not great, but here we see that Earth has developed into a technology where we can travel the stars. It has only taken 200 years from now to achieve such high levels of technology. And the colonizers have settled on the stars in our immediate surroundings. Like, as I've researched, there are 88 constellations that are visible from Earth, and these constellations contain stars and planets which have then been settled. There are 4 sectors within this massive area of colonized space, and these 4 sectors are then ruled by governors. And these governors are supposedly to report to Earth through an organization called the United Worlds. However, Earth has fallen behind, has become stagnant, and nobody really takes heed of what Earth wants. And these sectors are becoming self-sufficient, and these governors are becoming just the rulers in their own right. And at some point, these rulers might also want to include Earth into their little empires. And of course, others are suspecting the other sectors of wanting to do this, and so you've got conflict and tension. And this is where our main character comes in. He's a captain of a fleet of one of these sectors called Lyra, and he has to investigate a suspicion from the Lyra governor that the Orion governor is trying to take Earth. So he sends this main character to Earth to sort of, well, thwart Orion's plans, and that's how it goes. When he gets to Earth, our main character discovers a spy from Orion, and somehow, with the help of some, well, technology, truth-telling device, hypnosis, something like this, he gets it out of this spy that an imminent attack is on its way from Orion, and that he needs to prepare himself for that. Yeah. And so, main character, his name is Jay, by the way. Jay, he teams up with Earth. People that are not too happy because they see the threat that the Lyra sector is posing, as well as the Orion sector. All these sectors are trying to get to Earth. It's just a matter of who gets first. But okay, Lyra people, no, I should say, the Lyra governor is still sympathetic towards Earth and wants Earth. Yeah, he wants it, but also on a sort of mutual basis of understanding, not to subjugate Earth to the Lyra system. So that's sort of how this J guy has to sell his help to Earth. Say, okay, if you just work with me, I will help you fight Orion, but maybe at some point we will have to include you into the Lyra sector. That's the plan of the Lyra governor. But Jay doesn't really feel that's honest and pure and moral and ethical, so he does what he's told. He's a military guy, so he has to follow orders, but he doesn't feel very happy about it. And as he spends some time on Earth, is where his ancestors came from. He kind of likes it, and then has some plans of settling down on Earth after he ends his career. Now, so stuff happens, space fights, interesting negotiations, interesting conversations. So it's all right. It's a nice little story. It's a bit just standard, nothing very spectacular, but it's okay. Yeah. Now, you might wonder, why is there a barcode on the cover like this? Right? That seems odd. Well, because actually this is the backside of this amazing book. So So you've got this called an Ace double, no, a Tor double, because it's published by Tor. So you got this one, and then you turn it around and you get that one. And it's pretty slim already, so there's 2 novels in one. Hooray! Very efficient use of paper. Now, neither of these 2 are really impressive, so you could skip them altogether. I just happened to stumble across this edition, and if I have it, I'll read it, but you won't have to bother. There. Good. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and see you next time.